when you were talking about the presence of heaven,
Uh-huh.
do you believe we're already in heaven?
Yeah.
And it's just a part of our stasis of where we are mentally as far as experiencing heaven. So when I remember when you said at some point the old earth, the seas will recede and it won't be here anymore. So it made me feel like we're already in heaven.
Exactly.
And we're just changing where we are in our journey. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. We are only changing our awareness
Of
You
where
see,
we are.
Yeah, our awareness had been all along very matter-centric. See, we know who we are as our body. We don't know who we are as our consciousness.
Right.
The conscious energy that we are, we don't have as much awareness as we have for our body, do we?
No.
You see, so everything around us is a matter. Even the question and answers we have, it is so defined and so articulated, it really represents some kind of a matter. So, our loved ones is another matter. Our relationship with other people is because they are matters and we are matters, we can relate to them. You see? And, we get hurt by them, we get offended by them, we get, all sorts of things because they are matters. We don't look at them as conscious energy.
No, we don't. At all. I just
And
never
the
really
reason-
thought about it like that.
And we really do not even look at ourselves as conscious energy.
No.
You see? But, when we are affected as, something affects our conscious energy, I'm not saying they won't, if they are saying something offensive to you, I'm not saying that you're not going to be disturbed by that.
Right.
But you see, observe what's going on to that energy. It's either peaks or it stretches, then it kind of bounces until it becomes flat again, becomes normal again, it continues. So is your conscious energy affected by, what the other person, how that person offended you? It doesn't.
I'm just observing it.
That's it. So, even the answers you get, even the questions you ask, everything has the same kind of an effect in consciousness. So that conscious energy is the infinite, omnipresent energy that is you and that is God Himself. You see, so you are part of that energy and you are drifting towards that energy. See, that is what is going on on the other side of you being a matter, you being a body. So when you become aware of this conscious energy, you are not affected by anything. Even sickness doesn't affect you. Even death doesn't affect you because you're already that.
So, when we die, then we'll just be where we are because we're already there.
Yeah, it's only the matter perishes. It's meant to perish anyway.
So and it's not like a question, it's what you believe.
Uh-huh.
And what we were talking about the other day. Remember when I said that I believe everybody has all their beliefs and, their own worship of the God, but I think it's all the same. And I like when you gave the verse about the sea will disappear and the earth and all other beliefs. So it's all the same anyway.
Exactly.
It really is all the same thing.
It is
Same
exactly
God.
the same thing. It is exactly the same thing. And it doesn't apply to a particular religion, even though we just read from Revelations.
Right.
It doesn't apply to a particular religion. Verses like this exist in Islam, in Hinduism, in Buddhism, and every major religion out there.
Which just makes it crazy to me that we're all fighting over different religions, but it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's all the same anyway.
Exactly.
That just blows my mind.
Yeah, it's a whole new reality. It's altogether a new reality. In this reality, it really doesn't matter. You see, Jesus never said to his apostles, don't do this, do this. Don't do, it doesn't exist in the teachings of Jesus. he enjoys the freedom of his followers, his apostles. That's
Right.
what Jesus did all along.
I also like how I don't. It's not a question, but it's a comment. I like how you said we're always in a constant state of seeking, even when there are no answers. You're never going to get the answer. You just continue to seek.
Yes.
So when you went to see that man who was passing away and he laughed at you, he didn't have the answers either.
But
And
he
then just
did not.
be careful who you follow, because people who are showmen,
Yeah.
who act like they have the answers, they don't know either.
Yeah. Actually, Father Kieran would have answered me had I gone to him at an early stage of my spiritual seeking.
Right.
For such people, he would have had the answers. But
And
when
the
he
answer
met
would have
me,
guided you to continue to seek.
exactly.
Right.
But when he met me, he was fully aware of, what stage of spiritual seeking or my journey I was in. So at that time, he, his inspiration was not to give me an answer, but to push me further.
To continue to seek.
Exactly. So that's what the beauty of a spiritual master is. He knows exactly where you are. He knows what your questions mean. You see? For instance, I am aware of, your level of spiritual seeking. So I'm going into explaining all of these things to you. If somebody who is very advanced in spirituality, I probably would have done the same thing. Just laughed at him and told him, well, you're on the right track, keep going. That's pretty much what I would have said. Okay? So that's the beauty of a spiritual master.
It just continues to propel you forward to keep seeking.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you never stop seeking from what you're saying. You will seek until, I wouldn't even say the end of your days, because you'll still probably seek after you die.
Yeah, you continue seeking.
And
You continue drifting towards that energy that's leading you towards God.
Right.
That drifting is not going to stop. Even after you die.
It's like a whole different thought process here of what I thought before. You're giving me a lot of pause for thought.
Praise God.